The problem with a diet which is rich in both fats and carbohydrates is that it will activate a part of your metabolic system called the Randall cycle, which collectively is just a way of describing a bunch of different aspects of your metabolic system that work together in a certain way to achieve a certain goal. When you activate the Randall cycle, it's there precisely to protect your valuable body cells from the kind of damage I was talking about to some degree from sugar. And it locks sugar out, basically, meaning that the sugar that you've taken in, which is too much sugar, is held in your bloodstream and not allowed access to the cells. And as such, it's your red blood cells and the cells that line your vascular tree that cop the damage. That's usually not so bad in evolutionary terms because we can replace those cells much more rapidly, much more quickly than much more simple cells. No big deal. If you occasionally ate a bunch of carbohydrate, which as we evolved, it was an occasional thing because it wasn't available to us 24/7 like it is now. Now people are pouring carbohydrates down their neck and in ever larger amounts every day of their lives. They are asking for this problem. And when the Randall cycle is activated to its full extent, that also activates chronic systemic inflammation necessarily, cause and effect, and chronic systemic inflammation underpins obesiogenesis, getting fat. Type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes, and a whole bunch of other autoimmune dysfunctions as well, most forms of cancer, and dementia. All the big killers, all down to the Randall cycle, chronic systemic inflammation, all down to people having a diet which is mixed in terms of carbohydrates and fats. You should never, under any circumstances, do that in your diet. Pick one of those things to base your diet on and eliminate the other one, insofar as it is at all possible. Before you do that, do some research into which diet, the one that's rich in fats and very, very poor in carbohydrates, or the one that's very, very rich in carbohydrates and very poor in fats. Just work out which one of those is destitute of nutrition for a human being, and then you'll know which one you need to follow. I'll save you doing the homework. The high carb, low fat diet is absolutely destitute. It is lacking in a bunch of nutrients. It will destroy your health within 3 to 5 years.